Yes, I'm Gaelle MOURRE. I'm a writer-director and founder of the company Fat Red Bird. So I work in both the immersive sector and in the film sector as a creative. Yeah, so History of a Painting is a virtual reality animated series, and we do have 2 episodes so far. The first one we made in 2020 during the pandemic. Yep, right in the middle of it. And the second episode we made earlier this year. And both of those episodes were supported by Creative XR. So it was really getting that grant that allowed us to even explore the possibility of making the project. And we then got some help as well, some additional help from Story Futures Academy and Innovate UK. So the whole point of this series is it's an educational entertainment series, and it's meant to really show that art is for everyone. It's interesting. It's actually a lot more fun than we might think when we're just walking around in museums with no idea what's going on. And in fact, what we want to do is show the extraordinary stories and extraordinary artists who are behind iconic works of art that have stood the test of time, that we're studying or that we sort of know on one level or another, but have absolutely no idea why they matter. So for example, our first episode was on Georges Seurat's La Grande Jatte. And by saying that name, most of us will have no idea what I'm talking about. But if you Google it, you will for sure have seen that image at some point in your lives. And so we wanted to actually explore, well, why is this the case? Why is this something that has actually stood the test of time and that matters to us? For our second episode, we decided to expand beyond that quite prescriptive lens, and we decided to also shine a light on artists who are perhaps not quite as iconic, but who really should be. So we decided to make an episode on Artemisia Gentileschi. She's a 17th century Baroque artist, and without wanting to absolutely demean her work at all, if you walk past it in a museum, you really wouldn't know that actually it's an incredibly interesting work of art and that it's by an absolutely amazing artist and woman. And I say that it's quite a blanket statement on her work, because it's at this point, based on our current modern sensitivity, quite classic art. But really, once you know a little bit about her technique and why on earth she mattered at the time, you realize that actually what she did was extraordinary and resonates through to today. And it's something that can absolutely speak to the zeitgeist and to modern sensitivities. So we can't really say anything concrete about our next episode, unfortunately. The point is, yes, it's a series, and however many episodes we make is actually always a moving feast, really. But we're currently in process of figuring out and locking down our partnerships, which will inform exactly who we focus on next. But what we can say is that we want to make sure that this series is as diverse as the body of work and artists is. And so we don't want to follow the super classic canon, which for now is mainly white European men. In fact, what we want to show is that the canon should be a constantly evolving thing, and that it involves a whole body of artists who identify differently. And we want to show that that stretches back through time, and that these are not purely modern concepts, really. Well, so first of all, it's absolutely amazing to be nominated for a Crystal Owl Award. Our first episode was nominated last year, and so it's great to come back with our second episode. And it's just really important to keep on showing our work and to reach new audiences. This is more of a peer-to-peer professional networking exhibition. And so to that end, what we're looking to do is to solidify our current connections. It's always great to meet people in person or to reconnect in person, and to just sort of see how those conversations might evolve on this project and future projects.